Hello guys. So I had to run to get a drink. I realized I didn't have the link. I didn't know have the link. So so good to see you. Hello everybody. So good to see you. Hello everybody. So good to see you. Okay, so oh, okay, so hope you can see it. Yeah? Okay. So wow. So guys, did you see I watched this speech? It was very nice today. Did you watch it? I loved it. It was really nice. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So do 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 do. Uh-huh. Da, 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 da. Okay, you can see. So guys, it was so nice. Okay, it felt as I wrote. Yesterday. I was happy. I was very happy to see, of course, the news. I was not surprised as you as you know. I always believed that it was going to be her. Okay, but today it was like, wow, it really was it really felt like change is here. Okay, like really it's on. Okay, we're on. Okay, okay, we're on, and it was so nice. It was on so many levels. Okay, it was so refreshing to, first of all, putting them as people aside, the fact that people there was a discussion about reality. Okay, they're acknowledging what is happening. Okay, and they're acknowledging, you know what I mean, it's like not fake, it's not like bullshit. Can you imagine like a person discussing unemployment, hardships, children, people getting sick? Wow, like, I mean, think about it. How this is how low we are today. This is the level. It's a person who's actually concerned. You know what I mean? Like they are acknowledging the reality of the population. Wow. So guys, I'm just like, and it felt, and the other thing that I thought it was really amazing is that she's aware, obviously, okay, and she embraces this historical significance of the moment. She and Biden together do it well. Okay, they are not shying away from the reality. You know what I mean? They're choosing, and I think this is it speaks a lot about a level of maturity that I think I don't even know myself. I don't think I have. She's so they think of the bigger things all the time. Sometimes that we get angry and stuff about Trump, but there you see they're addressing reality, and they're saying this is the job. And this is like, in a way, it's like, it's like, there's a huge crisis going on. Okay, that's all they were saying. And it was just like everything that was happening, they talked about everything. It felt like, okay, the crisis, the lack of values, the bullshit. Okay, right? I mean, but they weren't saying, it never felt like they were complaining. Like, even both of them said, we're not like, she was talking about Biden, how he doesn't complain, how like things happen, and like, you know what I mean, they address the issue, you know what I mean. And think about, guys, I'm just like, wow, and it was funny because right before, I saw on Twitter somebody posted a video, or I guess it was around the area where they're going to do the speech, and of course there was nobody was allowed in there because of coronavirus, but people were running on the streets with umbrellas. They're like running because, and it was so nice. It was so nice to see people excited. They're running like, oh my God, there's Madonna or somebody, like a pop star over there, let's go see them, oh my God. But it was like, it was like really like rock stars, except they're kind of like, oh my God, are they like, they're almost holy. Okay, they're saving us from this trash. I know I'm not supposed to say, oh, no, no, not save us, we're supposed to do it, but guys, this moment is we're dealing with hardships. Okay, seriously, the situation is hard. This moment is very hard. So like, so the fact that we have these people that actually discuss, think about it, what, like, they talk about what's really going on. They discuss what is going on. Wow, what are like, guys, how up, as you're saying, uplifting, and how refreshing, and how, oh my God. No, but you guys, I'm sure it's online. Okay, just look it up. Just look at it's I'm sure it's on YouTube. Okay, I'm sure you'll be able to see it because it was like, and then guys, how okay, think about the maturity level it took for Biden. Did you see, guys? That was so touching. Okay. And I thought to myself, there's no way that Biden is not going to get even more female votes, because she was talking about, guys, you know this about Biden. We forget because he never talks about it, right? So he loses the mother of his children and and his daughter. Okay. And then he becomes a single dad. Okay. To two boys. Okay. And then he loses the second child. He lost two children and a wife. Okay, I'm sorry, like, wow. And I have goosebumps. And he continues. He doesn't, okay, I'm sorry, like this. Okay, I have so much respect for him, guys. I have goosebumps. Okay, I'm just like, wow, what do you know what I mean? Think about the difference. It's just okay, even if they were not politicians, the difference in the humanity level here. Okay, empathy and understanding and all these things. Okay, and the fact that he understands grief. Okay, because guys, a lot of people are dealing with grief right now. Seriously, a lot of people are dealing with grief. And I was talking to somebody on the phone just now saying that um people are not allowed to grieve. Okay, this quote unquote administration, whatever that is, like we don't even talk about it. Like sometimes we talk about it, but I'm just like, wow, you know what I mean? Like it's like suddenly it was like, oh, that's right, we're talking about the same thing. They were actually addressing the situation. Okay, so the hardships and the, you know what I mean, like that is allowed. You know what I mean? They talk about it, they acknowledge what is going on. I mean, meanwhile, Trump, the only thing you could say is like, is that everything is so great. Everything is great. Nobody, who cares about anybody dying? It's like pretend that nothing is happening. This is like not reality. Okay, not reality. Okay, this is not, you know what I mean? And then we have like a real person, like two real people. And I love, guys, I know that um and even I was coming back. I was coming back, guys, to the whole process of the primaries. At first, I was really, that was my number one, was Kamala. Okay, I was really, really into her. And then I think it was like, I don't know what it was, guys. I think that during the primaries there was this push to be very like ideological. Okay, and then I went more to Warren. I guess I liked her more. But then after that, after the primaries, I started to really dislike Warren. I don't know. I felt like I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, I know they're all good, but I'm glad that Kamala came back. And guys, the thing about her that I really like is that, of course, Warren does have also experience as a law. She was a law professor, but something about Kamala, her toughness. Okay, she reflects the kind of America. Okay, it was like, I just love that she's so tough. I'm sorry, guys. I was like, I don't cry very much. Okay, I know I do cry here, but and as I thought I would cry, I would not cry. But what I was thinking is that I love that she's tough, and I identify as I identify with that, being like, she's really tough. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, she says things. She says things, and I love it. You know what I mean? Like, she's not worried about what people are going to think of her. She knows she's, I think, I don't know, I just love it. I love that she's an aggressive woman. Okay. And now, guys, I was thinking about Hillary too. The Hillary, there's something kind of more tragic in some ways about Hillary, because I was thinking, oh, well, Hillary is a woman, but the whole history of Bill, she's connected to Bill Clinton. Now, I'm not saying that she's not her own person. Of course she is, but the mess of Bill Clinton, you know what I mean? I think he's done many good things, but this is true. The mess of his situation, of his whole, sometimes I talk about it, I was like, but Kamala, she's her own, you know what I mean? Like, not to say, it's not that I'm saying anything about Hillary, but it's more like, I guess, a generation or an era or something where it was so impossible to be, you know what I mean? I just like, guys, and those people are afraid of her. Barr is afraid of her. They are afraid of her because she's gonna prosecute them. Oh yeah. Not in a way, guys, I think it's perfect that she is gonna be the VP. So I'm sure she'll have a lot of say in terms of like criminal justice, okay, and picking the right AG. Okay. And guys, I told you before, I believe it could be Sally Yates. Okay, it would be amazing. And guys, okay, I know this is very superficial, okay, but okay, can we talk about how beautiful she's? So beautiful. I was like, wow. I'm sorry. I know this doesn't matter. It's not the point. But I was like, there's something about her. She's like a star. Okay. But I mean, in the best way possible. Okay. But it was just like looking at her. She's just like very beautiful, but she's just like no nonsense. Okay. Like, I don't know. She's elegant. I don't know. I just really like, I like her. I like her. Wow. Indivisible was there at the opening because it was in Oakland, right? Indivisible, right? She said, I remember this. It happened in Oakland. Okay, I have goosebumps. How's it go? So wow, it's really wow. Yeah, and then guys, okay, guys, the other thing I wanted to say also that, and I didn't, I was like, oh, should I post? But I feel like I've already said these things. But remember, I did not forget last this one time, you guys asked if she was going to be her, and I said yes. And then her mother came. Her mother came, and then she brought Gandhi with her. Remember, this is so beautiful. Guys, I think it matters, to also, Indian America, like, you know what I mean? People who came from, it's so nice. Okay, so nice. So nice to see, I don't know, it was just like a very, you know what it is, guys, and I scanned quickly through online after the thing, and they were saying this is the America that we know, America of possibilities, you know what I mean? That was true. This is so, and guys, and the other thing I was reading articles about how they picked the person, and it's so refreshing, honestly, to read how hard, like, those people, these are professionals, okay? These people are professional. They are professional, okay? They are professional people, and they took care of things. You know what I mean? It's not this mess, okay? It's not a mess like we have today, like anything goes, bullshit. Let's just throw something and see what sticks. It's planned, it's professional, it's serious. You know what I mean? It's like they take it seriously. It's a serious thing to be a leader of a country. It was just like, oh my God, it was so nice because we needed we needed more than ever. And it is the author, guys, is like it wasn't lost. For a time. I mean, as you know, I'm fairly positive, but it's almost like sometimes it's hard because, oh, he said this, he did, Trump is such a manipulator of the media. Okay, so, and then to see her, guys, and that was the thing, you guys are saying here, I totally agree. She's so direct. I love it. And she, guys, how some people are, oh, but Trump would, because I understand that they don't want to come off as being only anti-Trump, but the way she talks about it, we have a predator in the White House. We have a predator in the White House. He's a what she said, guys. She said something like, you know what it is? Predators, they always find the most vulnerable to attack. Okay, she said that because she knows she's prosecuted people. She knows that type. Okay, so I was like, you know what, so good, so good. I just, she is not like, oh, because you know what I mean, guys. I think this is, it's not just to go back to like a mistake or not mistake, but the point is, like, how sometimes Democrats are too afraid, they are too nice. I love that she, and I think, guys, it's not, no pun intended, because I know that there's a lot of propaganda that saying that Kamala is a cop. I don't really care, but the point is that it's like a good what they say, good cop, bad cop. Like the Biden is quote unquote nice, and she, but I think she toughens him up too. It was such a good combination, such a good combination. Predator, yeah. So because, guys, can you imagine? And she said, I'm sure, guys, when Trump, I'm sure Trump was listening. Can you imagine when he heard what she said? The case is closed. He must have been like sweating cold, because he knows she's talking. She's gonna go after me. She's going after me. Ah, help! 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 Oh my God! Help! Help! You know? Yeah. Oh yeah, Trash. She's going after you. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? So, so so this is amazing. Okay. And I think I also wanted to ask, guys, I think I listed there, about the prosecute. I just, as you know, I'm very into like the prosecution of Trump and the family. I want all of these people to go down like hard. I'm sure, I have a feeling, guys, she's not gonna let these people pass. Okay. She is not gonna, she is not gonna let him pass. No way. No. Okay. So like I loved it. I loved it, and she did. It was so interesting that in some ways, she's, of course, she has female energy, but she's not, it's not that we not, she was very aggressive. Like I said, she's much more contemporary. Okay. So like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I just love her. Like, I love, I mean, I'm so down with her vibes. I'm so down, like, and I know, I hope we don't take it the wrong way, like, to say this, but I really trust African American women. Okay, I know it's like a weird thing. Maybe I hope it, like I said, I just feel like African American women, because of the virtue of how the world works, okay, they have experienced so much, they understand difficult things. I trust them inherently. Okay, I'm serious. Because I was like, the only other, like, I was like, oh my God, Letitia James, I love, it's like I just trust. I don't know. That's just me, okay? I really like, I don't know. It's just like I just okay. I feel like they want to do the right thing. They want to do the right thing because they suffer when things. You know what it is? African American women suffer so much every single day that if things go bad, they pay the price. I'm serious. Okay, I obviously, I can't speak for the experience, but you know what? Like they suffer so much. I'm serious. Like, and like they know what it's like. Okay, like I'm not comparing. You know what I mean? But like I'm just like I just like it's so you know what I mean like they understand the issues, okay, they understand because they feel it and like every single day, okay, they understand what's wrong with the world. I'm serious, okay. And I feel like I was like, wow, I was thinking of Kamala Harris. I was like, you know what, she knows, okay, this is no, she knows, she just knows, okay. And I don't get like, okay, I don't, there's every person of different, every, even African Americans, okay. Um, like of course there's a psychopath here and there, like the woman Candace, however her name is, but for the 99.9999%, all, amazing, like seriously, like they understand because they feel the harshest, okay, seriously. And so they understand what is the problem that most people face, because if there's a problem, they're going to face it, okay, if there's a hardship, they're going to face it. So I just think the government should be like that. It should address the problems of people. You know what I mean? And even they said it, like it should be addressed, the issues that normal people have to deal with. Not like, oh, the billionaires, they're gonna have to pay a tax. Oh my God, that's terrible. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to protest. I'm gonna send people with guns. I think this is like so wrong, okay? Like so wrong. So yeah, so Ted is saying I was feeling the shift. I agree. I agree. But you know what it is? Okay, you know what it is like? It was sort of like the whole concept of like praying and not seeing the change, but now the change is visible. Okay. Okay. Change is visible. Okay. Or just say when you're at the bottom of the ladder, you must learn how to navigate everything in order to survive. But guys, this is even Beyonce, she experiences things like this. Okay. Even when you have power, even you know what I mean? It's not okay. It's just it is okay. So it's this is true. I don't think it's be you know what I mean. So this is just a fact, okay. So I just again I love, you know what it is, guys. I think it's so interesting because I feel like Kamala Harris in some ways she is more aggressive than Obama in some ways. I think, which I think we kind of need now. Somebody who say it like that. Like Obama would never say we have a predator in the White House. He's like you know what I mean. Like I like that she's like this. Okay, I love Obama too, but I feel like I think somebody has to say it. Somebody has to say that's who he is a predator criminal, and she knows criminals because she went after them. Okay, like we have to talk about it. The guy is a criminal. Say it. Okay, I'm sorry. Like okay, no, we do, but it's just like oh, president. No, this is a criminal. God. Okay, so I love it, that she says it. She just says it like it is. You're a criminal. You're a predator. All these things, okay? So just like I'm so, you know what I mean? And okay, so then I turn on the MSNBC. Okay, first of all, it was so nice. And then the next thing that comes is that guy Chuck Todd. I'm like, Jesus, can we have somebody else like Chuck Todd really? To hear have his voice, like, yeah. So it's just like those people that just don't have, Chuck, no, 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 no Chuck Todd, please. No. And then I was watching Ari. Ari, the same thing. It's like, oh, but we know that what people were saying about her, huh? You know that she said, and I'm just like, okay, people, move on, okay, like get over yourselves, okay. So, so okay, so wow, guys, can you imagine? Oh, oh my God, yeah. So I and it was so guys, it was so interesting also that some people, okay, some people are like they were very like anti Kamala, I guess, or something, anti Biden. They're like, oh no, but I really like her. I really like her. You know who was who liked her? It was Michael Moore. I was like, are you serious? What the hell's wrong with you? Are you gonna go to prison or something? What's like? I was like, wow, that's crazy. Okay, oh, really? Okay, so like okay, so wow, guys, yeah. So what was it? Okay, so yeah. So that was amazing. So anything, okay, so anything else I wanted to say about it? It was just like everything that she said, guys, and like it was so nice, okay? It was so nice. Like I was just like everything was nice about it. I'm so happy. I'm happy. As we all are, right? Like I feel like this is real. This is, and I feel like as and I think maybe this is why Trump is so desperate to talk about the post office, because how could they not win? Okay, okay, how could they not win? This is ridiculous. Like they're amazing. Okay, that trash and them. Think trash next to them. Okay, nothing. Bullshit. She pops the bubble on them. Okay, just leave. Just walk. Maybe we should not even have an election. We should not have it. Just go. Just leave. Okay, just go away. It's gonna be nicer for you. Just let's spare us. Okay, because it's gonna. Okay, I'm sorry. Just leave it. Like seriously, they should just walk away. Okay, in this case, yeah, we're not gonna lose. So let's just walk away. Okay, because they're gonna get it. Trump's gonna cry. He's gonna cry about it. Oh no, ha ha ha. Oh my God, can you imagine? So yeah, so guys, this is good, and I was so excited. Which they presented. The other thing is like I thought that was very clever. Clearly, they are good. They have advisors that I thought this is very smart of them to have the positive, to anchor, to give people hope, and to have a vision for the future. This is exactly that hope. Hope. Oh, guys, I love them. They're such a good couple. Okay, such a good couple. Okay, I love the couple. Okay, he loves. It's so cute. So very cute, very cute. So like, oh my God, it's really, and guys, also the other thing I wanted to say, as you know, I've seen her being president within 2 or 3 years, okay, even before the end of here. I don't know. I don't want to say these things because it's sort of sad in some ways, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm serious. She's gonna be president sooner than we think. Okay, I'm serious. I'm serious. So, and I think she's like she's a no bullshit type person. Okay, like imagine she's like, oh my God, and think about her and put this like, but shut your mouth. What are you talking about again? I'm sorry. Are you pretending you're hearing her? Like she's not afraid. This is the thing, and this is the same thing you get from Letitia James and her. It's like just do the thing. It's wrong, right? Boom, bye. That's it. You don't like hesitate. You don't like, oh, are they gonna think? Are they gonna do this? Are they, you know? So I'm just like I'm very excited about it. So guys, so okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna ask, I'm just singing even. Ask, from beautiful red light, huh? Coming on top of my head. As I breathe in, I feel my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle. I create a circle. Step into it. Step into it. I feel protected. Step into it. I feel connected. I like to ask that informations come only from the higher sources. That they create the good, huh? And only the good, huh? Good for the good people. The good for the good people. Yeah. So guys, okay. So now let's start here with the protection for her. Okay. Protection for her, for Biden, for their families. Okay. Because by the way, I saw this, and the drunken judge, the woman Janine Pirro, she was saying apparently on her show, because I watched it. No, I don't. So apparently she was saying on her show that, oh, something really bad is going to happen to them before the election. They're going to have to drop. They're wishing harm on them. So you know what I'm saying? Like okay, so protect her. Okay, protect everybody here. Imagine a bubble of light around the entire, the entire team over there. Okay, Kamala, Zoe, Dr. Jill, Douglas, uh, and the kids. Okay, their kids. Okay, protecting them. You know what I see, guys? I see an image. It's kind of funny. It's almost like it's almost like gospel. It's almost like a gospel in heaven. They're like, dun, 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 dun. They're dancing like they're like they're happy over there. Okay, they're singing almost as if you see the gospel in churches, African American churches, especially these, like that. But it's in heaven. They're all singing. They're happy about it. It's ordained, okay? Honestly, it's ordained. It's ordained, and those, you know, so so everybody's you know what I mean? Like it's like the happiness, guys, the joy of spirit, okay? Seriously, the joy of of love. I mean, serious. I mean, it's a happiness because that's what's meant to be, okay? This is meant to be, you know, this is meant to be, guys, it meant to be, okay? And so everybody, but everybody, I'm serious, like even like very high spirits, they, can I tell you something also? I feel like a lot of spirits, when, like, how do I explain this? When they're very advanced, and also it's been a long time, okay, they don't have, they're more lights than people. I feel like they take on some human, like, characteristics, so you can recognize them. But the people, the ones that I see, they almost don't have a body. I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like it's more lights than body. It moves everything, but it has less, like, less of a figure. Okay, so I feel like, in other words, it's very high up. Okay, it's very high up. Like, they're like, yeah, we had to put somebody in place, to kind of fulfill our destiny for humanity. You know what I mean? I'm serious. I think both. Okay, so I think they're like, okay, and guys, something came to me here. I feel like, I believe. Okay, I'm having goosebumps. Oh my god, because I had this question. Okay, I had this question that I listed there. I feel like, I had a question. Did Kamala know that she was going to become president? Because, her career, she's very direct. She's very like this. Okay, so I feel like she knew, and I feel like when she was a little girl, she knew. She knew that that was her. Oh my god, I have so many. Oh my god, uncomfortable goosebumps, like, very intense. Like, she knew that she was going to be president. Like, it was like a destiny that she. It wasn't like, oh my god, I'm gonna be. It was like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna be. That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna be president. Okay, that's where I'm headed. So like, she never, who's so interesting about her, she's very confident. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, she's very, but I think there's a confidence that comes. It's almost like because she knows. Okay, because she knows that that's what she has to do. But like I said, guys, in a way that is much more than, like, quote unquote, they say, oh, she's ambitious. It's not that she's ambitious. She has a vision. She knows who she is. She knows why she was born. Okay, I don't know that she's an intuitive, okay? I think she knows, like, a lot of people, guys, a lot of people, like, who do many things, they have visions, okay? They have visions about what they're gonna go. They have to have it, because otherwise you don't know where you're going, okay? You know what I mean? She's like this. Because, guys, you know what it is? No, she does. No, she consciously knew it. She knew it. Like, I was telling you guys, from little, she saw the image of herself being president. She saw it, and she was, especially when she was much younger, I think. Okay, so she knew. I think she knew. Okay, so like, I think she knew. Okay, and I think her mother, oh my god, guys, her mother, and the mother is like this. Yes, I knew. Oh my god. And I think, okay, guys, okay, I just wanted to say, don't put labels on it. Okay, don't try to say, oh, she's like this. This is the point I'm saying, is that when she was little, she saw the image. You know what I mean? Like, the same. Okay, and not to say, the story of Lourdes, the little girl who saw the vision. It's like this. You don't sound like, oh, am I this? Am I no? She saw it. That's it. Period. Okay, she saw it. She knew. She had this realization. Guys, it's not different from, like, wanting to see. It's not different if you want to be a CEO or whatever, teacher, anything. You see it. You kind of know that that's something you want to do. Okay, so, but I want to say, her mother, like, when she left India, okay, as a single mother. Can you imagine? She left India as a single mother I think, um, not a single mother. She came at that 19. She was not a mother at the time, okay? But what I mean is, like, is that she knew that there was a calling for her, and I think she had how do you call it? Like, I don't know what to say. There's just something that she knows. Okay, I think her mother knows, and her mother knows that that was the role. Okay, that was the role, and because people in India, guys, are very spiritual. Okay, also, different than we are. That I think she has some sort of, even I feel like her mother may have. like the family or something had a guru that told her when she was young, the mother, okay, her mother over there, that she had to go to America, that her daughter was going to be, and she knew, but it was like, again, so, oh my God, I have goosebumps because I feel like her mother and her Kamala, yes, a premonition, but like that, I'm supposed to go to this place because something's going to happen. We all go through this, like, oh, I should do this or that or not or whatever, so like, so it's so interesting that she did this, and she suffered. I think her mother suffered a lot. Okay, it was a hard life. I think in some ways she was researcher. Okay, she died of cancer. But I told you I saw her with Gandhi before. Okay, like over there, she was showing. Oh, that's my daughter over there. So I always knew that she was coming through me. Okay, she was saying. I knew that she was coming. I knew that I had this thing to do. So yeah, so it just feels very, very like anointed, guys. Okay, right now it feels real. Okay, very real. And so I think she had that, and I think I'm also understanding here. Kamala, like, she didn't have a traditional life. Like, she was not married with a child before. Okay, but I think also because she was very like her own person, very independent. Okay, and I think some men were intimidated by her, okay, because she was not gonna like sit around and like see if they're okay or something, you know. Okay, okay, so this is it, okay, but like I said, Rebecca, it doesn't necessarily. I really want you guys to not put labels on it. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just like I was saying, like, it's not that she. This is the only thing. I just see her seeing things, okay, about her life. Like I said, and like we all have this vision about ourselves. Sometimes this doesn't come true or whatever. We see a place where we're going, okay, we all have like visions of the things, okay. So like, okay, it doesn't make sense. So I don't want you to like, like, oh, try to put her in a category or somebody. That's not the point. The point is that she saw as a child. Maybe she didn't say things that I don't know, but the point is that she saw it. She knew it. She knew she was gonna do this, okay. You know what I mean. So she just has a clarity about her path, okay. Clarity about her path. And like, and so no, you understand, right? Like, just because, I just because sometimes, like, I know sometimes I talk to people like, oh, the label thing, honestly, it doesn't necessarily matter, because that's not the point. Is not like, it's not like, you know what I mean. I just wanted to say that she saw herself, like we all, in many ways, we see the person that, you know what I mean. We all have moments like this, okay. So so okay, the other thing I wanted to say about it, what was it I wanted to say? It was so Oh, okay. So this is what I want to say. So she went to it's a HBCU, historical Black colleges and universities. Okay, so she went to Howard University. Okay, so like, so guys, in one time, I just want to say this because it stayed with me. Okay, so a long time ago, I was watching I was listening to a podcast. It's a podcast by the New York Times. I forgot the name of it. They're two African Americans. One is it's a woman, Jenna something, and then another man. I think Wesley is his name. Okay, so they had this podcast. I used to listen to it a lot. Okay, and one time they were talking. I think it was that podcast that I was listening to, and they were talking about something they were listening. They had read or heard or something. They were talking about the HBCU, okay, and they said that somebody had got somebody's father or something got into Harvard, Yale, or something, and said no. He went to HBCU because he said, I wanted to go to a place where I was really wanted, okay, where they really wanted me to be there. And I was like, I always thought about it because it was so interesting, you know what I mean? It was so interesting. So so this is it, okay. So this is like, okay, the fact that she and that I'm seeing here that she went to Howard, okay, because traditionally you would think, oh, of course they would want to go to Harvard or Yale or whatever. No, I want to be myself. I want to be in a place that accepts me as I am and wants me to be the best that I am already. Not to, I don't doesn't want me to change to fit into a world that doesn't necessarily want me in some way. Okay, so the fact that she's so wanted now, you know what I mean? I think it's so great because, guys, there she was. She went to Howard University, and she was so she loved it. You know what I mean? And I think she. I'm not saying, obviously I don't have experience. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like is the first person who was in the presidential ticket, obviously, who was a historical Black college graduate. Okay, and also that she, that the world, that we want her as she is, just as she is, not the the necessarily quote unquote Ivy League version, whatever that would be. I don't know. I don't care, but you know what I mean. So I just was like, this is so great because that's who she is. Okay. So 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 the no the podcast, I don't remember, guys. It's on my thing here. I don't know the name exactly. Um doesn't matter necessarily. Okay, it's just like I said, it's a two hosts. It's not the daily. I don't listen to the daily anymore, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like, okay, I don't want to, like, I don't want to spend okay time on this. It's just like when I find out, let you know. But it's a podcast by two New York Times journalists, African American. Okay, like I said, you look it up. I don't remember the name. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I don't. It just was a while, a few years ago. Okay, okay. So anyway, so this is a story. Okay, so now, oh my god, a lot of talking today, huh? A lot of talking. She grew up in a white environment like me, but at Howard University, she was able to be accepted fully and grow into her. Exactly, exactly, guys. I feel like, I just think because, we think, because I think there's a lot, I feel like, how do I say this? Sometimes if you want to, I guess I speak for myself, okay, that sometimes you want to do certain things and you feel like you have to fit in and you're not, but this is actually turns out that is not true. You have to just be yourself as much as you can, and then that opens up, the moment you kind of like cut yourself off a little bit, you lose the spark, you know what I mean? So okay, so let me go Claire France. I forgot, I was so much. Oh, wait, oh, no, 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 no. Okay, open the second tab. Okay, so let's go here. Oh my God. Okay, going Claire France. So let's see what question. There's so many questions today, but I want to know how much from my house. So, as you know, I write out a lot of questions for just this one thing, okay? Because there's a lot to ask here, a lot to ask here. Okay, okay, okay. Wow, many questions. Okay, so I'm gonna go right to the questions. Okay, okay. Right to the question. So what does it mean? Okay, Kamala Harris named VP on the Biden ticket. What does it mean for America? Will the far right finally accept that in spite of their decades-long plan to return to the 19th century, they have failed? Right? Because the plan of the presidency of Trump is about silencing people who are not like them, especially people like Kamala, right? Everything that Kamala is everything they hate, okay? Everything they want to destroy, everything they want to mock and diminish, okay? So, and I think the more they guys, and I have to say, I have to tell you, to preface this, I'll talk more about it later, but I've been like listening to all these books about the Koch brothers and the far right, so it's like really kind of scary, not scary, it's like maddening, and you're like, oh my God, I cannot believe this has been going on for so many decades. I'm so done with this bullshit. And they're so crazy. It's like, if the crazy thing, guys, is that I'm reading, I'm listening, I was not technically reading, I was listening to the book, and then it's like these ideas that you feel like they just popped up. No, they've been around for 40, 50, 60 years. Okay, it's unreal, this thing. It's like there's all these ideas about returning. They, guys, what they really want is to go back to the world that existed before the Great Depression. They literally want this. That's what they want. So it's like they want to go back. They want to go back. I'm so like, oh, come on, God, seriously, like, come on. So is it okay? They just want to pretend. They feel they do everything they can to try to go back. And then Kamala Harris is everything about the present. Okay, she's about the present. Okay, it's about the America as is. Okay, so okay, what does it mean for America that Kamala Harris? This is the reality of America, and it's saying it's time, even for the white, say a lot of the white Democrats in the Democratic Party, to respect African American women, because it's true, guys. African American are the core constituency of the Democratic Party, and even especially, guys, it's very upsetting to see the whole thing with honestly, the whole thing with with Bernie, it wasn't even the policies. It was like how it feels like they really try to go around the Black Caucus. Okay, they wanted to go around to diminish the power of African American politicians, and it didn't work. It didn't work, and the what they keep trying doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, so like okay, so this is, oh my God. Okay, so this is the America is this, they want to pretend this is that they have, guys, think about how there's billions of dollars, all kinds of think about the effort they have to make, propaganda channels, billions of dollars, think tanks, bullshit think tanks, all these things, just to pretend that America is not what it is. They want to create a reality that is fake. So then when you see Kamala Harris and Biden together, it's a combination of this America is about. It's not this bullshit world that you create, fake bullshit. Okay, it's not. So this is like, damn it, reality. They hate it. Okay, yes, they like, because in these books, guys, I've listened to several of them in a row, so I don't even know which one it was, but I think it was the one of Copeland. But it talks about how at one point the Republicans, they were considering going, becoming more like trying to address minorities, and how George Bush the second, the son, he reached out to minorities, and he thought that the Republican Party was going to be more accepting of minorities and they had to adapt. But they realized for whatever reason, it didn't work. And they realized that it was much easier to go for racism that it was to embrace, to open up to America, to let people accept that this is the world that we live in. Okay, so they lost. Okay, they lost. It's like they're creating like, oh my God, really, you're creating a fake world. Of course it's not going to last because it's fake. Okay, that's it, the reality. This is America, deal with it. Okay. And I was listening to, as I was watching the shows, guys, this reminds me of something I saw. This woman, it was I'm sorry, it was she was the first elected senator, African American senator. I think Barbara or something. She was talking. I think it was on the Arrow show. She was very happy. She said, "Politics is about society. In other words, that politics reflects society, not the other way around." And you know what I mean. So that's what this is the thing they're trying to do, is like to turn it around, like to make it about, Trump wants to create a fake reality, so that, and that wants society to reflect the fake bullshit he creates. That's not how it is. And the power of Kamala and Biden together is that they reflect society as it is. Okay, as it is, not like as he wanted to be, not in the bullshit. Okay, so okay, now. Okay, okay, so next. Okay, so how does John Lewis see this? How do the founders see Kamala and the Biden? This is a big question. Okay, how do they see, how do they see, how does, okay, I see this image. He does this thing with his hand like this, flying like an angel. Okay, angel wings kind of image, like it was ordained, it was preordained, like it was. He's not surprised. He's not like I mean, he's not even ha 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 happy. He was like, he always knew it was going to happen. He thought it was going to happen, or this is meant to happen. Okay, so it's the way of the world. This is how it's supposed to happen, like that. Okay, he's saying. Now, what about the founders? It's saying you have to change with the times. They're saying, some of they were okay. Weren't some of the guys were they were weren't some of them? I'm sorry to say, to be bad at history like this. I didn't study American history, but they were, some of them could have been slave owners. Okay, okay. So they're like, this is like, the thing is, people evolve. Humanity has to evolve. Okay, humanity has to evolve. Okay, so so like so so it's interesting. I get this because I just read the Audrey's comment. I get this, that he's saying, he's like, it was preordained, but he's saying that he came to earth to announce, kind of, how there's the angels that came to announce the new era. Okay, so I think this is true. Okay, like he knew that it was like a new era. Okay, so they're saying like, yeah, it's like they're almost embarrassed a little bit. Okay, that they were slave owners. Okay, but the the Constitution is saying, like, Constitution, the world evolves, and people this is how they should read the Constitution. Things change. You cannot be, the same thing. They're like, go to the Bible and think that something they read like 2,000 years ago has to be the same. Okay, so so this is it. And you know how, okay, put a pause here. The whole thing about conservative lawyers, and especially the Federal Society, is that they want you to read the Constitution literally. Okay, so they want you to see the whole, that's how they are. They're like, well, the Constitution said it, so you have to take it at face value, everything. You can't interpret, you can't do anything. So they want it to be like, well, you know what I mean. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, because back in the, so what, what I mean. Their sick minds, it's all about the past. Like, but they had the slaves, they wrote the Constitution, they had slaves. Huh, so what? Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. No, America is a great country. They had slaves, so how could it be bad? You know how they are. They're just crazy. It's so strange. They just want to go backwards constantly. They are obsessed about the past. Okay, so okay, so wow. So this is right. This is exactly right. The country, they're saying the country can only survive if it evolves. That's it. That's it. And you know what? The moment, this is, as they're saying, this is how it happens to all civilizations. If they don't evolve, they die. That's it. They are too attached to things. They die. They have to evolve. They have to reflect the world. They have to reflect changes in the world. If they don't, they die. And this is how Trump is killing the country. He's selling a lie. People are buying it. And then, so 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 interesting. Okay. Wow. Yeah, and it's so interesting, guys, because it's saying there is something almost like something kind of, what is the word? It's sort of like a curse. There's something really bad if you try to go backwards. Kind of like that. Okay. People that live in the past are like, they try to create something that, well, even the past wasn't like how they imagined it was. You know what I mean? How all these people that are obsessed about the past, they don't really, kind of like those people who love the 50s. Like, oh, the 50s was so great. Women could be at home, but they have to work. But then you don't want to live with the reality of what the 50s was really like. There's like fantasies. So, so yeah, so she, and once, something else I get about Kamala, okay, this is the thing about what happened. Kamala is like so interesting because I see her, and she, you know what I mean? I think there's something about Hillary. I don't know if it's because, for me, maybe her age or the fact that she went to Yale Law School. I don't know. But there's something about Kamala that she feels really relatable, even though she's obviously very, it's not that she's like not accomplished or anything like that, but there's something about her. She seems, or maybe she looks like familiar to me. She almost looks Brazilian. I don't know. She seems related. You know what I mean? She's like a regular person. Like, she could, in other words, she lives the reality of people. Like, I don't know explain it. This is kind of what it feels like to me. She's very real. Okay. She's very normal. Okay. So that's another thing. I think she reflects the realities of like a lot of people. Okay, she's like a, you know what I mean, related, as opposed to, if you notice, like, there's a lot of guys, even the Republicans, that they go to certain Ivy League schools, like even Tom Cotton and other ones. They have a path. Even Pete Buttigieg, I'm not criticizing them, it's just a fact. Okay, they go a certain path. They're like hyper, top of the class constantly, but not in a way that feels like they sacrifice something about the personalities. They are not really who they are all the time. I don't know what. But with her, I don't feel like this is true. I feel like she didn't do, like I said, she's very, yeah, exactly, down to earth and very real. Like, she didn't go to, I'm sure she could have gone to Yale or whatever she wanted to, but the point is that she wanted to be herself. That's who she was, and she chose to go that path. Okay. So I just really respect her even more. You know what I mean? So anyway, so let me go back here, okay, because there's so many questions. Okay, now, when did Kamala know she was going to be in the White House intuitively? That's what I was telling you, the other question. I think she, there's a famous image of her, guys, with pigtails. That's around her age, 5 or 6. I think she may have had this vision. Okay, okay. And I see her talking to her mom, like, oh, why, was there women presidents? And then she's like, Ma'am, Margaret Thatcher. And like, oh, but she was not. But it isn't interesting. Her mother was amazing. She was very, very smart. And she was very educated, her mother. She was a scientist. You know what I mean? Like, it was really, really good. It's like they had very grown up conversations. she with her daughters, okay, they had very grown up conversations, even though they were kids, okay. Okay, how did, but the next question, how did Biden know it was going to be her? Like, did he, how did he, because when I saw, guys, that she had been very close to Bo Biden, okay, I was like, this is right. It seems very okay, but how did he know? Because did you? I read this articles, guys, about how he actually interviewed a lot of people. I wasn't sure if this was true. I thought they could have been just saying it, but actually they went and they really like, they went and they really talked and he went, met with all of them. So so how did he know it was her? Why did he choose her versus the others? Okay, it's like it's kind of like dating the chemistry, chemistry. But they're saying that she liked, how there was the media talk about how she disrespected Biden or something. No, he likes is saying he liked that she was feisty, that she was like she was tough. Okay, he liked that she took the risk and that she was aggressive. He liked it because he knows that's what's needed. Okay, he knows that's needed right now. Somebody who's gonna, guys, seriously, who's gonna be okay with being aggressive. Okay, who's gonna, what I mean? And say she has prosecutorial experience in terms of like taking trash down. Okay, they didn't ask about that, but they know she's very tough. Okay, and it's saying she was also attacked by the far left. I don't think they talked about it, but I feel like I feel like in some ways they're similar in that way, that they're not exactly, it's not the way that people say centrist. No, he's saying that they can shift. They're not the way that he's explaining to her is that she's not like root. She's not attached to a specific thing, to what is right or what is whatever. She's like, there's a flexibility there, okay, and they can't be pinned down so easily. That's what it is. She's also like practical like him in some way. And this is true. She's pragmatic. Okay. She's not like, well, but you know how the whole thing with the ideology, a lot of the far left people are very ideological. She is not. She's like, she's more about problem solving. Okay. So that's very refreshing also. Okay. And also she's a very good, she's very good about like, fundraising. Okay. She has experience with campaigns. Okay, as a candidate, because even Susan, what's the name of the woman who was a secretary? Um, Susan Rice, like she didn't have that experience directly. And I have to say, guys, when I saw some interviews with her, I didn't find her very warm. I don't know. I just didn't like her very much as a like I'm sure she's a fine person in what she does, but she just didn't have that like extra thing, I think. That she was kind of like, I don't know, rough, but not in the right way. Like not like not because saying Kamala is tough and rough, but in a very swift, kind of fast, agile kind of way. Okay, and the other ones didn't have enough experience. It would be too much. It was be a huge ship, step. It's too much for her. She even the fact that she ran for president before, that she that her ambition is good. Like all these things. Okay, that she would not give up easily, or that she would not be and that I got also this image here that he also was considering very seriously Whitmer, the guy that is the Michigan governor. He really liked Whitmer also, but he felt like almost like in prayers or whatever, that she has a lot that she has to accomplish over there in Michigan. Is that right? She's Michigan, right? So he really liked her. He thought that he really liked her, but he felt like right now is that this different time. Maybe not. It's just like, some guys, timing is so interesting, right? Because some of these people are in the middle of like all like these intense jobs as governors. Okay. And also, guys, the other thing is like he really felt like he had to be African American woman. Okay. Because and I think, guys, I also got a sense that he's very loyal and that he's very thankful to Jim Clyburn. Okay. Because guys, let's get real. Like he gave him, okay, I'm sorry, he worked for Biden and he made, okay, Jim Clyburn made Biden. Okay, he did, and he's very thankful of Jim Clyburn, but he's also like he better like pay me back in a good way. But seriously, it's like I gave true, guys. He gave him that, and so he okay. So this is correct. You know what it is I was saying before. This is correct because because this is the most important. And I think, guys, honestly, African American women in the within the Democratic Party, sometimes people don't seem to take it so seriously. Okay, but this is like you don't mess with this constitution. Okay, can I tell you something? Okay, it's a little petty, but until I had last checked or whatever, maybe there's some news, but AOC, like I go back and forth. Like sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't. But I think it's so petty, the egomania. I'm sorry, like she didn't say anything on Twitter about Kamala Harris. Okay, I'm sorry, like those women, like they're like 2 years old. They're like, I don't know. I just find I just find I just don't like it. Okay, I think you have to respect the same thing with what was the name of that lady from I think Detroit, Ra- Tlaib Tlaib it's Rashida Tlaib. I don't know how you say it. Okay, but she booed Hillary. It's a little different, Hillary and Kamala, but I still think that you have to congratulate. Okay, I was kind of like annoyed that AOC didn't. Okay, just me. So like, okay, because but you know how it is, like now it's like the star people, like, oh, it has to be about, there cannot be one woman. I am the one I'm star. I star. I star. Hmm. So so that's it. I just think you have to respect, because not only because she's the one, because she's like, in some ways, guys, the head of the most important constituency of the Democratic Party. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You respect. Okay. 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 So now, okay, how did now this is interesting. How will the right? Okay, okay, this is interesting. So how will the right and the far left attack her? Because okay, so I guys, um, I wanted to say this, like, so I was like, okay, what are they gonna say? So apparently this is like, and I was talking to somebody on the phone saying like, I don't really care about this. So apparently, like, so she had like a extramarital, like she wasn't married, she was married. She had like this relationship with a guy who had been in government, I think Willie Brown or something like that. I don't, like I said before, guys, I don't care about people's private lives. I'm not a person. I don't care. I really don't care. It doesn't matter to me who she was with. She was on. So I think they're saying all these horrible things about her sex, seriously, her sex life or whatever, like very vulgar comments. Okay, I saw, but I don't really care. I mean, personally, I'm like, good for, not good for, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I really don't care about that. It does not, like, if anything, it's like, it's better that she's like this than she's married to somebody she doesn't like, or that she, something. Okay. But the point is, like, I want to know what should, okay, what angle is going to come from them, because those people are awful. Okay. They are capable of doing many horrible things. So we should be prepared. I need to know, how can we prepare? What should we prepare for? What kinds of attacks are they going to do for on her? Okay. Social climber, careerist. They're gonna paint this interesting. The card, guys, the card of the snake, like she's a seductress, like a woman of, she uses her beauty to get what she wants from men. They're gonna say like this, okay? They're gonna say that she's like this, she's like seductress, and that she's like, you know what I mean? That's it. It's like whatever. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't really care. I'm like, okay, so that's good. I'm like, oh, please, girl. I no, she writes a book about. I'm like, oh, can I order a book? No, I like this. I actually like this. Makes me like her more, to be honest. Oh, yeah. So, okay, so no, so that's it. That's it. Whatever, whatever. And you know what's so interesting, guys? You know what's so interesting? It's so interesting because women, even though with those women who are married, like very conservative, they're like, actually, Kamala Kamala is like, she is the persona that a lot of women these days, even the conservative ones, so they want to be like her, like very smart, and and saying what she really thinks. Okay, you know what I mean? So that's like, they like her. I think, like I said, guys, even how do you say it? Even like, sorry guys, I got, okay. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Even the women that are like this, they like her. They identify with her. There's something about her that, like, a lot of even Republican women, they like her. Okay. So like, so this is it. But it's not gonna work, guys. It's just not gonna work, because you know what? They are afraid of her. They are afraid of her. I think that ultimately, those people are afraid of her because she is a prosecutor. She's tough. Okay. a star child saying sapphire girl, typical racist trope. No, it's more like she's a seductress. She's like, oh look, she's this woman. She's like beautiful and like so smart because you know what I mean. Ted is saying she cooked babies for Hillary Clinton to eat at the pizza parlor. Exactly. They create this bullshit, okay? But it's hard, okay? And the okay, interesting. So, wow. So yeah, I just think she's very relatable. Like she's very, I don't know, she's just like a warm person. Okay, okay. And okay. And I think, guys, again, it's not that I somehow see Hillary here, and I really feel bad for Hillary in a lot of ways. And I think the women of the generation of Hillary also, it's like she was so, there was something about Hillary, she was so professional in some ways, right? She was so perfect. She was like, there was all this, it's almost like, but her personality, like the fact that Kamala could be like more, I don't know, more herself or something, like she showed that she's like feisty or something like that more. Okay, you know, oh, interesting. Star Child say overly sexual black woman. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, but it's like it's so, I don't know, it's so strange that they would say, I don't know, but you know what I mean? But it's like again, they have nothing on her really. That's it. Exactly. But I just don't think that it sticks, to be honest, because how could she get to where she is if that was all she has? Okay. Clearly she has charisma. She is very, very smart. She has interrogated Toad. Toad is afraid of her. Toad is like, what? Oh, she's coming. I have to run. I have to, they're afraid of her. That's what it is. Wow, how interesting. I think they're going, guys, this is the thing. The problem with Trump is that even if you go to those people that are very judgmental, whatever, like, okay, the guy is a rapist. He's a rapist and he cheats constantly. Are you gonna, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing really. There's nothing. They have nothing on her really. Okay. And society has changed enough that nobody cares. I mean, like, they shouldn't care. I really don't. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Okay. So now, okay. Now, okay, then the question is, will they find a successful attack angle? Okay, like the whole like but her emails, because the press, even like Ari, that I don't know why I gave him a second chance. I was like watching the thing. It's like, well, but the criminal justice thing, people talk about it. Like I'm so annoyed. Okay, no, nothing's no, it doesn't, because you know what? She's stuff. Oh, really? Ari, let's talk about it. Really, Ari, what do you mean by that? She's very, very good. Okay, very, very good. She's very good. She like, if she comes on the show and you say that to her face, she's gonna. I'm sorry. Can you say that again, Ari? Can you say that again? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I don't think I heard it. Like, can you say? Is that what you're saying, Ari? Is that what you're saying? Like, she's tough. So you don't say certain things. She is not good. She doesn't let it pass. Okay. So okay. So interesting. Okay. Oh, I have a question. No, now since I'm talking about Ari, it's a very specific example. Let me ask about Chaim. So Ari, how does Ari see with Kamala? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. Kind of said some harsh things, but it's politics. It's both sides or whatever. Okay, yeah. So it's like I think they're afraid. You know what it is? They're saying they could. Oh my God, it's so sick. They're saying they could say horrible things about Hillary because she wasn't even a person like, to them. Like, you know how they say awful things about Hillary constantly because they're like, whatever, it's fair game. Anything is fair game. With Kamala, not only people are like, have wised up, but then it comes back to them. It comes back. Okay, so they're like, oh, Kamala, I can't say like random like horrible things about her because people are gonna like say things like, you know what I mean. It's just, it's not as comfortable, and it's so sad, guys, because they made Hillary Clinton a punching bag. You know what I mean. And I think so now it's not okay. It's not okay to say it like it's, first of all, times have changed, and then she herself's gonna call. It's like, bitch, why you say it to my face? Say it to my face. You got a problem? No, she. But you know what I mean. She's very tough. They're afraid of her. I think people are. Oh, she's gonna. That's it. And there's a lot of memes online, if you've seen it, with the K Hive people, of people run like they have the memes about Pence running. Like he's running when he realizes he has to debate Kamala. They run really because they're afraid to debate her. They're afraid to debate her. So it's very funny, very funny. Okay. So guys, very interesting. Are you okay with my questions? I have these questions. Okay, I had to ask if you don't mind. Okay. So, and I'm just doing visions. Okay, maybe I'll do cards later. I have cards, but okay, okay. I love it. That's a good conversation. Okay. Okay, now, now. Good now, tough questions. Are Trump and Barr afraid of her? Apparently they know exactly who she is. And the GOP, I read this before, like a few months ago, that they were, or even last year, they were afraid. They're like, oh, she's very dangerous. She could be the next Obama. Oh yeah, they're right. They're right about that. Okay. So are Trump and Barr afraid of her? Barr's like, "Mm, yeah, she knows the law. He's afraid. Yeah, they're both afraid because Barr is like, she's gonna prosecute me. She's gonna prosecute me. Oh yeah, I'm in trouble. She knows. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then, and then, and then, yeah, Trump is like, yeah, I guess she knows I'm a criminal. And the thing is, like, I think, how, okay, this is an awful thing to say, because you know how Trump, guys, his predatorial about Hillary. He would go close to. It was so awful what he did. But Kamala is predatorial about Trump. She's like, I see a criminal over here. I see a criminal over here. I see some criminal activity. So, they're afraid of her. They are afraid of her. Oh yeah, Terence. Afraid. Oh yeah, afraid. They're trying to play it cool, like they're not. No, no. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, guys, I can't wait. Let's ask the question. I can't. Oh, maybe I'll skip to this question. The question about the debate. She and Pence. Can you imagine? Like, I almost want to laugh. Pence. I can't wait, guys. I need to have like drinks. I'm gonna get like that'll be amazing. Maybe we should do like a live thing with chat. Just have the chat thing. By the way, I already changed my mind, as you see, the chat thing. A long story, but like, I mean, it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be hilarious. The debate. Can you imagine the things she's gonna say? Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I love. Let's see here. Let's find out for my house. Okay. So, okay, let's see. Is there a question? Did I have a question? Did not have a question about it? What? Okay, yeah, that's it. Let's see. Kamala to debate Pence in October. No word if mother will give him permission. How is it gonna be debate, huh? Debate? Debate? Oh my God, he's really nervous and he's sweating. And he's like, well, but I'm here. President Trump cares about American families. They have he has the talking points. She's like, oh, so you don't mind the children at the border? You think it's okay? So you're saying, like, she's like a prosecutor. It's tough. I'm sorry. I said for him. For him. I'm not sad, huh? For him. So she almost laughs, guys. It's kind of funny, to be honest. Like, okay, because he says, okay, I'm gonna speak to the families, American families. And then she's like, oh really, you speak to American families? Is that you're taking away their unemployment, and you come in here and you say that you speak? No, you don't. You know who you speak for? You speak for the Koch brothers. You speak for all the people who give you money. That's who you speak for. She's very she goes after them. Okay, oh yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be very good, guys. She tells the truth. And this is the vibes we need. This is why she and Letitia James, they should have all the jobs, because that's how you do it. You don't, not afraid to just say it. Just say it. Okay, that's it. You just say it. Just say it. Oh yeah. Okay. What about mother? Mother's like, it's gonna be okay, sweetheart. It's gonna be fine. Okay. And it's so funny because she looks okay. Mother looks at Kamala. Kamala is gorgeous. Okay, let's get real. So she's like, well, she's a woman of sin or something. But I don't. Okay, can I tell? I don't think they have relations. You know what I mean? She and Pence are not, they don't have a relations. So it's not as if it's not as if she's okay, let's get real. I don't think she's jealous. She's more jealous of, maybe if it was Pete Booty Buttigieg, she would be more jealous. But I don't think she's jealous for that reason. You know what I'm saying? Not for that reason, because maybe that's not her thing. Uh, but she's like, yeah, I'm just it's not gonna work. Okay, I'm sorry. She's so above his level. She's so above him in so many levels. It's like ridiculous. And I see it's the highest. It's gonna say the TV saying the highest ever audience for a vice president debate. the highest possible audience for a presidential debate ever. It's like it's gonna be so good, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And he's gonna okay, I love it. I love it. Oh my God. Because she's the opposite of him. Trump picked her because he's not threatening to Trump, right? But she's like her own person, okay? So oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, guys, I'm skipping here to a different question, okay? Because it's coming up. You know what I'm thinking? This is the time. Okay, this is the thing. I know this is the time. I'm gonna go back to the other questions as well, but since it came up the VP thing, I think we need to look at the whole story about, there's rumors. I don't even know how that's even possible, okay? To change the VP for somebody else. I don't even know how they could replace Pence because the thing about Pence, guys, he's been around, he knows all the crimes. It's the same question, the same thing about Pascal. They can't totally fire Pascal because Pascal knows the secret, so he's still there, okay? The same, like, what about Pence? Are they going to try to get rid of him? I think Trump is going to be in a more dangerous position if Pence is not around, okay? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how is that even possible? Can you fire? You can't fire the vice president, right? It's complicated. So let's find out. Because you know what I was saying? I was like, as far as visually, it would be better if for them if Nikki Haley like Mickey, oh God, I just don't get me started, Nikki Haley. So, but still, it was like Nikki Haley is like, oh, they're like just they're kind of like brown girls or whatever, to them they're so very like reductive like that. So I'm just seeing how it could be. But let me find out. Can they replace Pence then? Okay, I don't even know how, guys, if it's possible. But let me just find out. Okay, yeah, Nikki Haley, that's right. So what's gonna happen? Pence, guys, because can I tell you, I see Trump talking to Pence, like kind of firing him, like, quote unquote, laying him off. Okay. But I don't think it's so simple because, guys, the moment he goes, I think Trump is in a very perilous position. That's when we can get him out. Okay. You know what I mean? I don't know. I see that because I see, it's almost like it's like those convention stages when they have the same thing that happened today with Biden and Kamala Harris. Like there's Trump is going to make an announcement, and Nikki Haley's waiting on the door, like she right by herself. Right? Okay. Um, but I don't know. She's waiting. She's waiting. She's thinking it could happen, but they don't know yet. Okay. Um, I don't know that it really happens, guys. I think other stuff could, this is let me find out with the cards. I'm not sure. I think they have talked to her about it, but yeah, exactly. There's something I don't think it's so easy. Okay, I think if they had a choice, if it wasn't about the voters, I think yes, they would replace her. They would replace Pence, but they need the evangelicals at this point. That's the one base. That's their base. Okay, if they do that to him, okay, I agree. I agree. Okay, let's see here. Okay, what's okay, and then what's going to happen to Pence? Is he going to leave before or after? Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea for Trump. Okay. Well, guys, it's not even, no, 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 forget about it. It's not even like he, the truth, right? Remember, guys, one of the most famous images of Pence is when he said the thing he lied. Like the whole story was that Flynn lied to Pence. But come on, Pence knew all the dirt. He knows all of it. He knows all of it. So it's not that he has dirt on Trump. He's a co-conspirator with Trump. It's a little different. He's been there doing the crimes with Trump all along. Okay. They're all doing the same crimes together. He always says the bullshit that. So it's not as if it's not even, it's beyond that. Okay. He's not even just a witness. He's a co-conspirator. That's worse. Okay. That's worse. So, okay. So, you know what I mean? They did the crimes together. He can't just walk away like that either. Okay. So, okay, so then what is the question? What happens to Pence? Pence, like he starts to fade away. I just think that there's nothing. I don't see them doing events. I don't see them doing you know how, guys, how powerful it was, the speech today. It was so perfect. And I don't see Trump A doing a speech like this, and B, even Trump never even has Pence with him ever. Okay. So I just don't see, you know what I mean? I don't see it happening. I don't because Trump is he's okay, his mind is not there really, and he has no motivation. I just see that Pence is like shrinking, okay? And they I see there he's like they're kind of isolated, talking to each other sort of, but not really doing a lot of events. As okay, see, she would have to be confirmed by both. Yeah, it's gonna be complicated, okay? I think she's very ambitious, like the way they accuse Kamala, but in the bad sense. Like she's willing, she's like she could throw people on the bus. I just find, can I tell the thing about that I find most disturbing about Nikki Haley is that she's a woman of color, but it's like those people that pretend they are not. Like, you know what I mean? Let's go. No, as long as I act like I'm a white person or whatever, the policy is never going to hurt me. I just find it really, if anything, it's so sad. I find it so sad. Okay. You know what I mean? I just find it really like, I don't know what to say. Okay. Like she pretends that racism does exist or something, or like I think when she immigrated to the South. So she decided to be with, to be okay with certain things in order to like become popular. I don't know. It's just, I find that I really don't, it's not that I don't like her. Like I said, I just find her like really, it's the whole self-hatred thing. I just find it really like, you know, I'm just like, I don't know. And then put the two of them together. Here's a person who acknowledges her history and another who pretends like it's not there. I don't know. It's really like, I find it very disturbing. Okay. I just do. So, okay. So first is okay, what are the questions? The question is, what happens to Pence and what happens to Nikki Haley? Let's put, you know what? Let's do this side by side, Nikki Haley and Pence. Okay. Nikki Haley and Pence. Let's say by December. December of 2020. Where are they going to be? Okay. Okay. So let's say here. Okay. So 2020. So Pence and Nikki Haley. Okay. So Pence, Nikki Haley. Okay. So let me do here. Okay. Pence. Okay. So I'm not even gonna, oh my God, again, the light problem is gonna be shadows. Okay, so here is Pence. I'm just gonna put it like this so I don't see it. Okay. And Nikki Haley. It's actually better like this so that I flip it all at once. Okay, so Pence, Nikki Haley. Pence, Nikki Haley. Let me just start with with these things. Okay, so let's see. Pence. Hmm. Okay. So I got 1 second. Okay, so better fix it. Okay, so here, what is this? Oh, that's for him. That's for him. Oh. Oh no, heavily. Oh, interesting. Information. Oh no, what's that for him? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Problems for him, huh? Problems. Now, just 1 second. Let's see here now, Nikki Haley, okay? Nikki Haley. Okay. Oh, interesting for me, Hans, also. Okay, let's see now. What is here? Oh, change for her. Change, eh? Changing. Oh, Mm. Okay. So sorry. So okay. So now let's talk about Pence. So Pence. Now this is, guys. Sometimes it's illegal issues. Okay, it could be bullying, and this is the page, like the page upside down, so it's like it could be actions, ideas. What's interesting is that his, these cards are relatively small as far as power is concerned, and then you have the magician, but it's upside down, so it's sort of like manipulate, it could be manipulation. Then we have the scythe. Okay, sometimes, this is not necessarily negative on its own, but this is a very negative card next to the another, so could be sudden guilt. Okay, or cut by the guilt, and then we have a person moving away, so it has to go. So that if anything, if you're asking me, could Pence leave, the answer is yes. But I guess I don't know, made a mistake of asking December, but in other words, it could be because of the election, or me, I don't see it before or anything. But here's something illegal about a deal, illegal deal, and this is like the financier. Okay, so in other words, there was money. There's like some financial issues connected to elections. Okay, and this is like this could be illegal. So I think it's some sort of legal problem connected to guilty election stuff. Okay, you know what I mean? That's what I think. Okay, okay. Now here we have Nikki Haley. Now this is a card of quid pro quo, but it's upside down, so it's debt. Okay, this was like this, and then there's the King of Wands, a powerful man, and then unexpected. Okay, so then we have change, which is also significant, a lot of money. Okay, and recognize. So now again, I feel like this in some ways is not totally separate, in the sense of like it could be that they're talking about campaign finance. Okay, because you have the debts here, that this is treachery, older man. Okay, here, and then birds. So people are going to be talking about this money that's going to come out, where like probably stuff related to the campaign financing issue. Okay, but if you ask me, um this is not good, but this is really bad. Okay, so in other words, both, like, she does not end up in a very good situation at the end of the year, but Pence ends up in a very bad situation. Okay, but now let me just quickly ask then, as far as elections, so what's going to happen on the day of the election? Okay, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Okay. Okay, so, and guys, I was just reading some of your comments of compromise her identity. You know how, like, so Kamala is she's half Indian. Okay, and there's a lot of like footage of her. She goes on cooking shows. She's really interesting. She talks about it. I've never heard Nikki once talk about her the stuff she eats, or like her family while they cook, anything like that. They never ever talk about it, which I think is bad, honestly. Like, it tells you a lot, about how she pretends. I don't know, or maybe she doesn't even. Okay, so here is Pence. Okay, so election, what's going to happen to him on the day of the election? Okay, and like, so he's tied up by unexpected money. I think, again, campaign, personal finances. That's it. They are. Oh, guys, you know what? Okay, I have. This is like problems that there's payments that went into his personal account. I think it's campaign financing. Okay, now let's talk about Nikki Haley. Oh, again, this is Putin. Okay, upside down. So a long way. Oh, interesting. Election. Interesting. Election. Wow. So is okay. Is Pence gonna be on the ballot for November? Is Pence gonna be in the ballot in November? Yeah, see, there's a lot of money that's gonna come out. Okay, the thing that I want to tell you guys, as I was putting out the cards, I got this information saying something like, yes, they say that the presidents can be investigated, but there's nothing about the vice president. So my impression here is that there's investigations on him already. Okay, and that it could. Doesn't make sense. Like, this is what no that Rachel Maddow, she did this TV shows about, not TV shows, podcast about the Nixon vice president, and how it happened that he was compromised. So I feel like it's a situation not very dissimilar. That's what it looks like to me. But okay, so tell me, there's some sort of campaign. I don't know, guys. what was her, oh, what was Nikki Haley doing before? Did she drop, was she a governor or something? That's right. I think because didn't she get a job at the administration early on? Didn't she, like, was a, there, guys, they were investigating, this was a lot while ago, about how a vote for the Jewish state. There was something, remember how she worked at the UN? Didn't she do it something like this? Okay. Like there was something, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, she voted for Nikki Haley. That's right. She's so unlikable. Yeah, but I think she has like a shrill, okay. She, you know what I mean? She's just like that kind of like whiny, kind of, I think this is the one thing that this makes sense what you're saying, guys. That I'm not sure that how do the evangelicals see Nikki Haley? I don't know. I don't know how they see. Okay. So, we know what it is, the debt. So remember, guys, remember how she left government? And I remember at the time, like she had some money problems, and then she got some job. Like I think one of the reasons why she left government is that she was in debt. She needed money in some way. And I think this could be related to this. Like she's paid some money, or like there's investigations into some, they're gonna find, guys, come on. If you're in the Trump administration, the odds of you committing crimes or taking bribes are almost like 100% guaranteed. Like you're not, what is the point of being in the Trump administration if you can't steal money or get shady money, right? That's the only purpose, right? So there's something here, okay? So in other words, I feel like there's something. Yeah, that's right. Agnew resigned, but he resigned because he was going to be in, they kind of negotiated for him to resign, okay? You know what I mean? So So I think, Trump, he's very afraid of whoever. This is the thing, that he doesn't trust anybody. And I think ultimately what I think it is, he's going to undermine Pence. He's going to push him away. He's going to keep him away, but I'm not sure he's going to get rid of him for these reasons. Okay. He may try, he may want, but at the end of the day, he is not going to get rid of him, I don't think, because of the criminal situation. I feel like he's afraid of people. The thing about Pence that he does really well is that he doesn't threaten Trump. Like he's very aware that Trump gets irritated the moment somebody gets the spotlight. And I think Nikki Haley is very into herself. She has a huge ego also. So like she, you know what I mean? He thinks that she has like she's gonna do whatever she wants. She's not gonna be thankful to him or something like that. So I don't know that things kind of move, but regardless, it's bad for both of them in different ways. Okay. Okay. So now, okay. So, wow. So yeah. So I think it's possible that Pence is gonna stay. He's moving with whichever direction um like Trump is going. Now, let's go back here to the question about Kamala. How does Barr feel about Kamala? I listed here the clip of her interrogating Barr. So how does he's afraid? She's like, she knows how she could get me. She caught me. She caught me. So he's replaying. He's afraid of her. Okay, he's afraid of her. Okay, next. Okay, she was close to Beau Biden from her days in California. Did he speak to that? Yeah, I think we talked about it before. Yes, they know, they talked about it, and he's very close to the son. He still cries about his son, guys. He's still heartbroken. Can you imagine, guys? He lost two children, one girl, and recently, relatively recently, the other one from brain cancer. This is awful. He's heartbroken. Okay, seriously. And I think, oh my God, you know what I see Biden saying? I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for you, Beau. I think personally, I think he was, remember how at the beginning I thought he was depressed? He had some sort of like health issue. I think mostly he's depressed because of it's grief, okay? Essentially grief. It's human, okay? To be like this. But I think the thing about Kamala, and I think honestly, he does not want to have anything, his ego is not in it. Okay, he thinks that this is a situation that ironically is going to save him. He is going to save him, seriously, saving him, because when he's doing service, what he calls his service, he is not thinking about, he's like he's honoring his son every single day, okay? So that's exactly, he's like, the reason why he ran is for the son. That's the only thing, okay? Is like, in a way, guys, is to heal his heartbreak over the passing of the son, and also to do everything that he thinks the son would do, which is very moving also. Even, guys, how like he's old school, he has some of his friends talk shit about Kamala and all stuff like that, but I think ultimately he's willing to change. He has changed. And you know So this is it. Okay. So, oh, just want to comment here about Audrey is saying here, legally, the whole situation about Trump and Biden on the ticket. She's saying legally he can't get rid of Trump of Biden, right? Once he's put on the ticket at the convention. Now, this is what I wanted to say. The division I had about Nikki Haley is that at the convention, this is what I saw with the thing that looked like a convention. Maybe at the convention, they're trying to see if they could do something, but they ultimately decide not to go ahead with it. So they have until the convention if they want to change something, right? But I don't think it's going to go that way necessarily, okay? I think they will tell Nikki Haley, though, that she will get the job, that she will get the job, but she's not, I don't think, okay? Okay, so that just to explain this, okay? So yeah, so no, so guys, everything, I'm serious, everything that he's doing now, Biden, I didn't think about it so much, but it's all about a bull. And the fact that like, and this is one of the big reasons also, Kamala was very close to Bo. They were close friends. The fact that every day that he works with her, he sees her son. Like imagine they can talk about the son. Like that's something that if a person didn't know about the son, if the person didn't know about the son, like that's the thing, that's what he lives for, the values of his son. So that's a huge, huge, huge plus. Huge plus. Okay, so that's nice. That's very nice. Okay, now next. Okay, Kamala. Okay, now this is, oh my God, guys, so many guys. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but the questions are intense. Okay, but I think we had to ask. Okay, now next thing. How will things move going forward? 82 days to election, 161 days to inauguration. Okay, so that's, guys, that's crazy. Okay, so what? This is we're the end of. Oh my God, that's crazy. Okay, so. I see bombshells, like bombs on the road, but it's for Trump, okay? So it's like it gets to the point where people are like, "Oh, I just don't just resign. Why resign? Just go, we'll just leave." Because it's a mess. Like it's ridiculous. The guy does nothing. He does nothing, guys. And I think again, oh my God. So, wow. Yeah, it's really bad. It just goes downhill dramatically for Trump, okay? Really dramatically. Really dramatically. I just feel like something, I don't know, guys, how it's gonna be, but I think Trump, what I see him, it's like it before it was, the whole, remember how, by the way, what about the whole story of the military? You know what I mean? I don't know. So it's interesting, but still, I think he gets worse. Like his mind before he was like scarier. Now it's just like totally inept and incapable of saying, nothing makes sense. He's just completely out of it. He's lost his mind. Like he's just, it's like he has to leave. Okay. He has to leave. Exactly. That is saying Trump is probably going bonkers because everyone's talking about Joe and Kamala. Nobody's talking about him. That's true. He's suddenly irrelevant. Exactly. He's irrelevant. Like, but I just think that his mind, nothing's making sense. He can't, how they would accuse Biden of not having a sound mind, but that's exactly what Trump is like now. He's not capable. Okay. And you know who I see, guys, so crazy, right? It's Jared Kushner. He's counting the dollars. He's in the background counting money. And like, hey, Jared, your father-in-law, he's not well. I was like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. He's like counting the dollars. That's it. That's all they care about. I'm not like defending like Trump is a great person, but it's like his entire family is like this. It's kind of strange, it's crazy, guys. Nobody cares. I mean, I can understand why, but it's like he's just counting the money. He's just counting the money. That's it. He's just, guys, this is the thing. It's a run for the money, run for cash. Interesting. People throw tomatoes at him. That's it. But it makes sense because he's so, guys, but it's gonna, how like it's gonna be a joke. Like if he shows up at the whatever debates, it's like he's just, He's not even, he's going through the motions. He doesn't want to do it. He's just, oh my God, it's so awful. It's just awful, okay? Okay, now, okay, so there was a comment here. Oh, that's right. Somebody mentioned that Nikki Haley is a Sikh, okay, like the religion, and that she only converted to Christianity in 97. I see, guys, a stage where she would have to expose her parents. That it sounds awful, guys, to say this, but this is true. I think she's a little like uncomfortable with having sitting next to her parents because she knows that the voters, okay, are like, this is why I don't like her. Like she just hates herself. I don't know. You know what I mean? She's just like not proud of her parents, and like she's very, I'm not saying you have to like love your parents all the time, but there's something about it. Like she's like lowering herself for racists, and this makes sense. Like I don't like whatever. I don't really like, she's thinking, oh, it's gonna be a little awkward. I have to explain who my parents are or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's just, oh, not cool. Okay, now more. Okay, next. So, okay. So he's just saying, guys, it's a lot. Like Trump is like his mind is rotting. He's getting worse. He can't even speak. His speech is getting worse and worse. Okay. Sorry, it's kind of hot. Sorry for them. Okay, so okay, so okay, sorry. Okay, so okay, so okay. Okay, now I answered all the questions. Now, the last question about Kamala Harris, okay, I swear. Now there's like 10 minutes left off almost. So as I was telling you guys, I was reading all these books about the Kochs and all these people, okay? So 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 I saw that Kamala Harris, this is like I randomly saw that she went after Americans for Prosperity, which is the one of the groups, guys, that wants to get rid of Social Security, that wants to kill education and stuff like that. She went after them, and of course they are like they're one of the Koch like groups, okay? So so like um so so this shows, that they are afraid of her, like, they are afraid of her. They are afraid of her because because um because she's not afraid to go after the donors, the far right donors and all those things, okay? Are they afraid of her? What are they gonna do? Okay. Yeah, they're afraid of her because, guys, she's gonna go after the Citizens United, all these people. Okay, because what she did, she went after Americans for Prosperity, because apparently there's a law in California that you have to reveal who your donors are. Okay, but they didn't. It was something like that, and then they actually, after she left her position as AG, the case continued, but California eventually lost against them. Okay, okay, so just to tell you also, Ted is talking about the throwing mashed potatoes because because the story in the Mary Trump book is that one of the things that Trump hated the most is that it's a story when he was a kid. Even his siblings hated him. He was so awful, so annoying, that he was a bully. And then one day he was being so nasty to one of them that they took a bowl of mashed potatoes and threw on Trump's head, and that it hurt him. He was so upset about it that he still talks about it, like he's still hurt. Like when the family talks about it as a joke, he's still like crying. He's still angry and vindictive about it. Okay, of the mashed potatoes. That's the story. Okay, now, wow. Okay, so that's the story. Now, oh my God, guys. Okay, so this is okay now. Okay. Now I'm gonna do very quickly, okay? May go over a little bit, okay? Feel free to, to leave, of course, but I have a few questions, just quick questions. Okay, because I listed them here, okay? So quick question that I didn't list, but it's only tomorrow you're gonna forget about it, just on my mind. Of course, Jared Kushner apparently met with Kanye last week. Okay, they met up. So clearly, guys, this is like such the story of Kanye is such an electoral. It's a violation. Like, okay, the it just this whole story is so obvious. Okay, and like I'm just like, what's gonna happen with the story of Kanye? Okay, because isn't that illegal? I don't think you could do this. And they had all these fake signatures. I think clearly, Okay, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even, you know, people say, oh, but Kanye, you know, he's sick. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't care about Kanye either. Okay, I just don't. There's a lot of sick people in the world. They don't have to be harmful. He just is. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, you could be sick, but you don't have to be a horrible person. That's what he, you know, he's a, I'm sorry that whatever he does to him is terrible, but still, you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? So what's up with that? He's like, yeah. And, you know, it's so funny because Jared, you know, he's a master manipulator, and he's a master manipulator of people just like Kanye and his dad and Trump, which is that they know he knows how to manipulate those egomaniacs. He knows, oh yeah, just pump his ego. He does whatever I want. Okay. So he thinks he's like, yeah, I just get him to do this and I don't worry about it. He's like, he's just, you know, he doesn't care obviously about Kanye. Because somebody was saying on the internet, like, oh, but I wish that did Jared help Kanye? You know, he's so sick. How could Jared? Come on, let's get real. Like, wake up. Okay. So, you know, Kanye is desperate for attention, and then Jared's like, "Oh yeah, let's try to be president." You know, you sell a lot of sneakers, just so. And I think I said before, guys, and the thing that I made public about Kanye, you know, how I think he's going to lose everything. Honestly, he's. Do you think anybody's going to buy those sneakers or whatever he designs? No, I'm sorry. Like, would you buy? Oh yeah, here about Kanye, the guy who's like, you know, who was like, I don't know what to say. He's just bad. Okay. So yeah, so that's it. It's just like a hustle and Jared enjoys it. Jared he's such a Machiavellic character that he likes it. Okay, he like ha ha ha, funny. He thinks it's funny. Okay, okay, okay. So now quickly, Kodak side. This was a couple days ago. Kodak's loan sidelined as SEC starts investigation into loan stock options insider trading. As I saw before, this is not gonna okay, this is not gonna, but let's see here. What's gonna happen? Yeah, I see the CEO with handcuffs. A lot of people, several people connected to this. And even the Peter Navarro, you know, these people in the administration, a lot of them, I guess they played, we don't even know about it yet, but they told their friends, you know, this is how how they see the stock. When a stock moves before the announcement, they go check who it was. And it's Peter Navarro and all these other people connected to the administration. They all bet on the Kodak because they knew it was like a pump and dump. Okay. So yeah, so they end up going to prison, and I don't think the loan materializes. No. Okay. Or if it does, they have to return it right away. It's too blatant, guys. Come on. Oh, and the other thing, you know what I wanted to say also, which I think is very interesting, is that Kodak is based in New York State. You know, and so is Letitia James. Oh yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching. Letitia James watching. Oh yeah, look at that. This is office of Letitia James. Hello, Kodak. They are based in upstate New York. So you know, so she goes after. It's so stupid, like to do this in the New York State. You know, they're based here. Hello, it's not gonna work. Okay, not gonna work. Okay. So okay, quickly now, just quickly, I saw, guys, there was so this is so sad, but it's classic. So Eric Trump went on a Trump rally in a used car parking lot. There just weren't that many people there, guys. They just Trump doesn't show, you know, he says all these things, no mask, no mask. He doesn't show up. He doesn't go to things. Oh, and I read this thing, I think it was on the political thing, saying that Trump, you know, he complains all the time, but his aides are saying he's not invested. He's not doing anything about it. He's not like, he doesn't campaign. He doesn't do anything. Like apparently ever since the Tulsa thing, he stopped going because he got so traumatized by seeing the reality of the people, the fact that nobody supports him, or like not as many as he would like. All right. So he just doesn't want to do it. Okay. So, okay. Guys, I talked about Ron Johnson, right? So just quick, I wrote it, I might as well. Okay, so Senator Ron Johnson making his boss Putin proud, pushing false narratives concocted by Russians. How is this fake investigation going? Does he know he's in an investigation? Yeah, he's like, but he's been told, I see even Mitch McConnell, guys, it could be like told by Mitch McConnell that you can't, you know, I see the kind of thing kind of dying down because Mitch McConnell, you know, he knows he doesn't want to be completely, it's not that he cares about, you know, protecting, like, it's not that he doesn't want, okay, how to say this, Mitch McConnell's all about survival. That's it. That's the only thing he cares about. So he knows he has to survive, and so right now is not necessarily the best time for them, you know, for them to attack like that. Okay. for them to attack. It doesn't nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's not how they, Benghazi or whatever. Remember how they try to do the Benghazi thing? It's not it's not like this. Okay. Now, I also wanted to say, guys, I answered the questions here, but I wanted to bring up this. I told you, I thought, I was like, oh my God, did I go in a huge rabbit hole? No, but it's a very long story. So as I was looking at, because those things that I was listening to over the week, this last few days and everything, the books talk about this economist named James Buchanan. Okay, so James Buchanan was a far right economist. He, even though he got a Nobel Prize, by the way, for something related to this, but um, so he had all these extreme ideas. He was basically the seed libertarian person, and it was all about destroying government, about destroying Social Security, even the post office. They talk about the post office. So that's when I started to look into it. I was like, oh, this is it. So then this there's like this paper. It's like 18 pages, and it talks about how the history of the far right wanting to kill the post office. So it started 1960s, 1976. Okay, 1976. That's when that idea entered the platform of the Libertarian Party in the US. Okay, so this is how far it goes, guys. So this is why this is the thing is so dangerous, because it's not just about Trump. Trump is just, he's kind of like being told what he has to say. Okay, no, I'm gonna backtrack here. It's not that he's not forced to do anything, but he's not the one who conceptualizes all these things. It comes from other people. And this idea of the post office is not new, okay? So that's why I recommend that you click on it and read it. It's a little bit long, but it's so interesting because it talks to all the people that are involved in it and all those things, okay? So, wow. So Donna, I hope your power gets restored, by the way. So, okay. So anyway, so what's up, guys, this is another very serious thing. The thing with the post office, they're really like, trying to like do everything they can to kill it. So let's see what's going on with their fight for the post office. Okay, what's the Nancy Pelosi, guys, she's very tough on the guy over there, okay? And I think they have to investigate. I think that I see Christopher Wray also from the FBI going over there after the guy. They're trying, because guys, they're saying it's about cost cutting. No, it's about sabotaging the post office so that it doesn't even work. This is sabotage, okay? That's what it is. And they're focusing on swing states, okay? They are focusing on swing states. They're saying Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio. There's specific locations where they want the post office to, to be slowed down dramatically. Okay. So are they gonna, what's going on right now? Right now, let's say a picture right now. So like, oh my God, what's going on? Okay. And I was thinking, okay, long story. Okay. Okay. So what's going on right now with the post office? It's so scary, guys. Okay. So yeah, so here discovery of like the star upside down. So they're not going the right, they're going the wrong direction. And this is the people here, the group of people doing shady things together. So, but there's discovery here. Okay. So what's next? Are they going to be able to stop this bullshit or what? Answer coming. Okay. Or could be witness coming. What offer? Okay. So again, I think I said it before. There's whistleblowers. Okay. Sad news, court. So they could go to court. I hope so. Okay. Or military. That's right. So they could send law enforcement to stop it. Okay. Here is the offer. Money also from abroad or something. Okay. Money. So there's, you know what I mean? The other thing they were trying to do is to try to get the extra funds for the post office to handle the election stuff. Okay. So this very important thing comes out. It's sad about the offer. So you see, like, this is involved in the it's like, since guys, since they can't, the voting machines are not going to be as accessible as they were before because of COVID. If they can at least stop people from, like, they prevent people from counting the votes, they make the votes disappear, but it's sort of like, it's going to be a RICO investigation. Okay, seriously, this is like very serious, guys. Think about it. Using the post office to do this is just absolutely awful. The joy is going after management now. We aren't protected by okay. So Anne, okay, let me see here. Okay, what's going to happen okay, Anne, is it okay if because if I ask about you, like, not you, I'm not going to say your name or anything, but your environment, okay? what's going to be happening, what is in Anne's environment as far as this like sabotage of the post office is concerned, okay? And how can Anne protect herself and others in her position, okay? What's going to happen to okay? It's saying document everything, write everything down. Don't write in a your phone or anything, but just in a piece of paper, okay? Taking names of people, because I see that they may try to send like outsiders to like, oh, this is the person who's going to handle the ballots or whatever, right? And like, and I think, I'm not saying you will, but I think there's going to be people who will tell the FBI, okay, call the FBI and report this thing, okay? Because, or you said that there's like a office, like a police, internal police on the thing, okay? I think they're gonna guys, I feel like they're gonna put it's I think it could even be like they have to put police inside. I told you before, like there's gonna be police inside the post office. So are we gonna be able to vote? Okay, seriously, are we gonna be able to vote? Okay, we're gonna be able to vote through post office. Okay, how's it gonna be? Are they gonna be able to cancel things through the post office or what? Oh, defeat the justice come. Justice coming. Wait, oh, here it's like this. So creating defeat, that's right. Defeat the justice upside down. Okay, so I think, oh look, offer so I think justice again moves, okay? Justice moves and they're defeat, okay? So but guys, but you know what could be something else. I don't want to be I have to be okay, I have to be careful to not try to read the good about it. But you know how, remember the whole story that happened with Bush in Florida, okay? So okay, but let's see. Are we going to be able to vote? Is it going to be okay? So exposing the corruption, the book is secret. This exposing the secret corruption. They're going to be defeated when this thing is they have to expose it. And I see Nancy again. Guys, people complain about Nancy. She's done so much. Okay, the baby is over, bereavement ending because of gifts. So I think it's like they're not going to let it. They're going to push for it. They're going to try, but I don't think it's going to work. I really don't. The fox, right? So this treachery. They're doing treachery to the good people, but then they again, it always says this, people are going to talk, okay? So it's like, wow. And remember how I said before that I think Nancy could even try to go to like the Supreme Court. This is gonna could be like a big battle, okay? But I think it's gonna be okay. And it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna be about like the same thing as Bush versus Gore. It's more like they want like post offices to not work or something. Like it's really so creepy. Okay, so okay, so wow. Because I think this guy, the joy person, he gets afraid. He is starts to get afraid. Okay, because they start telling him, look, you're gonna go down for years to prison for this. Yeah, it's like there you're going to prison for this. Like this, he starts to get afraid, okay? Because he has the backing, like I said, of all these billionaires who have wanted to destroy the post office for decades. But then he realizes that he's in trouble with the law. Like, you could sort of like, oh yeah, criminals, they say, I'll help you out, baby. Yeah. But the law is breathing behind his neck, okay? So he's screwed no matter what, guys, you know what I mean? And Trump is like, because if he can't do his scheming, he's not interested. Okay. So I think, but guys, today was very interesting. Okay. Today is very interesting. And so it was intense, but guys, today is a good day, guys, right? It was amazing. It was a very good day today. So even we have oh my God, look, it's a federal offense to delay the mail. Hello. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, so I'm not okay. How do I say this? I think it's going to be okay, but it's going to be a fight. Okay. We have to fight. Like, can I tell you, like, I was thinking of also my fabric pieces and I was like, I'm not going to protest. I'm going to have like a banner in front of, should I go to the post office and just hold a banner saying, I love you, post office. I love you. Like, I don't know what I could do, guys, to express love for the post office, protect the post office. We love you. I don't know, not that it matters, but you know what I mean? It's just like, it's so wrong that they're messing up with the post office. I just like, it's so wrong. And the thing that I sent you, the link is so good because it talks about it. Like and I was, another day I have to describe, talk about these books, but it talks about how the books talk about how these billionaires, they want to destroy the government. You know why? Because the post office gives people good salaries. They want, because they want the people who work at the post office to work at Walmart, where they have no benefits and they work part-time and they work minimum wage. Okay, that's what they want. They want to take one of the, I was this is very interesting, guys. Very interesting, because I realized that, the whole thing of education, Betsy DeVos and all that, the whole thing is like Brown versus the Board of Education. This is the goes way back. This is why they are, the whole thing started when they wanted to end segregation, okay? The whole thing started like that. And so it's been going on for decades, okay? That they want to destroy, you know what I mean? This is part of it. Like the other reason, like I'm saying, it's not just they want to destroy government organization, is that they want to destroy the path to middle class of people of color. I'm serious. They want to destroy, because there's a lot of people of color who work in the post office, they're saying, okay, on the book. So this is one of the reasons, okay, is because they don't want people to become middle class. They want people to be struggling, to having jobs that like don't empower them, okay? Seriously. So this is why. Think about it, how I can't even, I'm like, okay. So it just like the evil, this is why, guys, this book sometimes is not good, because when you start to realize, like, how evil these people are. It's like, honestly, I remember like hearing about this back and forth, like back, and I used to think about this, and I was like, oh my God, are you serious? I thought it was like a conspiracy theory. I didn't realize like those people are real and that they are as evil as people say they are. Yes, they are. They are as bad as everybody says. Yes, they are awful. I just can't, can you imagine? This is the people that we're dealing with, but we're going to defeat them. We're going to defeat them. We're going to vote, and Kamala is coming for this. Kamala's coming. Kamala's coming for you. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go. So have a good, enjoy the evening today, because it was a good day. Today was a good day for us. Okay, and then tomorrow's another day. We'll keep going. We have survived thus far. Can you imagine? We have survived thus far. Okay. 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 All right, guys. So have a good evening. Okay, and talk to you later. Talk to you later. Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye. Okay.